I wish I'd have brought my water with me.
I'll go get you one. Right there.
Is this water?
Yes, yes. Glasses. Team stats, individual.
Welcome to the post-game news conference for the 2021 College Football Playoff National Championship game. We are now joined by Nick Saban, head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach Saban and then go to questions. To ask a question, please raise your hand using the icon within Zoom. Once we select your question, you'll go ahead and give that to Coach, and then we'll mute your microphone while he's answering. Coach, again, congratulations. Please give us a brief opening statement.
Thank you. Well, I'm just so proud of our team for what they've accomplished all season long, the adversity that they had to overcome, the togetherness that they have as a group, the way they've supported one another, and to go undefeated, win 11 SEC games and win the national championship and beat two fine teams in Notre Dame and Ohio State. I'll tell you how proud I am of that. And we, a lot of guys, played not absolutely 100% because we would be beat up, but showed a lot of guts and a lot of grit out there in terms of the way they competed and the way they performed. I think it was a fantastic offensive performance by Mac and Smitty and the whole group. The offensive line has done a great job all year long. So really just can't say enough and can't really put it into words in terms of how proud I am of this group, this team, because they are the ultimate team.
Thank you. We'll take our first question from Dennis Dodd.
Nick, congratulations. I know you don't like to compare teams, but both of your undefeated teams really different offensively, at least, and probably defensively. I wonder if you could compare the two and what it's like now to have another undefeated team.
Well, I think especially in this year, with all the disruptions, no spring practice, really no summer ball of all or any sort, develop players, no games where you could play other players and develop players on the team. I think this is based on the circumstances. This team has really accomplished a lot to be able to do what they did. We have great leadership on this team, really good players that are the best people on the team. And I think it's always fun to coach when the best players on your team are the best people. And the other undefeated team we had great people, great players, and they were a great team too. I think ball has changed. It's a little more wide open, a little more spread. And this team has adapted and we've changed with it. Our coaches did an outstanding job with this team all year long. And I'm just proud of our whole organization and everybody who contributes to it for what we're able to accomplish.
We'll take our next question from Laine Higgins.
Congratulations, Coach Saban. I wanted to ask about Smitty and Najee, who are two of your players that set single-season records for receiving and rushing yards. And it seems like their performance this year is largely a product of kind of your shift in offensive scheme in the last few years. So I was wondering if you could kind of explain how much of a difference you think your change in philosophy played in, getting those two players to have the games that they did and the seasons that they did.
Well, I think it had a significant difference. We've gradually changed through the years to be more spread oriented, but still keep pro style drop back concepts with, our offense, legitimate play action passes. So this whole sort of blend of all these things and creating balance to be able to run, make explosive plays with play action passes that complement the runs and be able to throw RPOs to, count people in the box a lot. We do a lot of RPOs tonight on a lot of those slants and glances. And they had 8 guys in the box, or one more than we could block, and you're one-on-one with the corner. So Mac does a great job of executing it. Smitty obviously had a great half, and Najee has played well all year long and had some tough yards to get out there tonight. We knew it would be tough running against these guys the way they play, and we knew we'd have to throw the ball to win, and we did it effectively.
We'll go next to John Zenor.
Yeah, Nick, what kind of job did Sark do finding a way to get playmakers in position to always to make plays? It seemed like
Well,
Smitty
I
can
think
always
he's
get
a
open.
fabulous job. Yeah, he's done a fabulous job all year long. He's got a great plan, does a great job preparing the players, and does a really good job of calling the game. And knows what the other team is doing, and knows how to attack it, knows where to put the players to put them in position to be able to make those plays against what the other team is doing. And he's just done a fantastic job this year. I can't even tell you, can't even put it into words what a great job he's done and how much confidence the players have, in the plan and the execution. And he's really helped Mac as well. I think Mac had a phenomenal year. So our offense was really the key to the success of this team. We weren't, we're a okay defensive team, not a great defensive team. We played well enough and got enough stops, but the offense was dynamic, and that's what made the difference.
Take our next question from Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, just wondering, you had a couple teams that 2016, 2018 that came close to winning, going undefeated, finishing the job. This team actually did it. What's the legacy, do you think, of this team that was able to finish the undefeated season?
Well, to me, this team accomplished more almost than any team. No disrespect to any other teams that we had or any championship teams, but this team won 11 SEC games. No other team has done that. They won the SEC and went undefeated in the SEC. And then they beat 2 great teams in the playoffs with no break in between. This was our 5th game in a row, from LSU to Arkansas to Florida to Notre Dame to here. And played 13 games and went undefeated with all the disruption that we had in this season. I think there's quite a bit to write about when it comes to a legacy of a team.
Take our next question from Bill Bender.
Coach, you touched on it, but I mean, what does it mean, one, to have guys like Mac, Jalen, even Landon at the end got through the injuries you were about? And the second part, you were asked about Bear Bryant afterward. I mean, what does it mean to you to continually be compared to a coach with his legacy?
Well, I don't think anybody really compared to Coach Bryant. In the era that he coached and the era that he won, he won a lot of different ways. He won throwing it, he won running a wishbone, he won it running conventional, offensive formations, and his legacy lasted, over a long, long period of time. And we all have to adjust with the times. Obviously, things are a little different now. The challenges are a little bit different with this, the spread offense and the things that make it more difficult, I think, to play good defense in this day and age. But I think Coach Bryant is, sort of a class of his own in terms of what he was able to accomplish, what his record is, and the longevity that he had, and the tradition that he established. If it wasn't for Coach Bryant, we would never be able to do what we did. I mean, he's the one that made Alabama and the tradition at Alabama a place where lots of players wanted to come. And we've been able to build on that with great support. And his family has always supported us in a tremendous way that has helped us have the success that we have. But that tradition that he established, that's a big part of that.
Take our next question from Andrea Adelson.
Nick, as a follow-up to that and some of the stuff you've already
I
touched
can't
on.
hear.
Andrea, we can't hear you, so let's get that fixed and we will transition to Mike Rodak.
Nick, how difficult was it to see Devontae go down in the second half there, just after the season that he's had, and just how is he doing as far as his hand after the game?
Well, he really dislocated his finger. And, I told Smitty after the game, I said, you're the only player that I know that missed the whole half because of your finger just hitting. But they couldn't get it it was dislocated and they couldn't get it back in. And if they'd have got it back in, he would have been fine. And he actually wanted to win and play, and we just didn't allow him to. But he's a great competitor. I heard somebody say he set some kind of record in the first half of the game. Heavens knows what he'd have done if he'd have played the whole game. But you're talking about the ultimate warrior and the ultimate competitor, and I'm so happy for him that he was recognized as the best player in college football, because I don't think anybody's done more for their team than he has for our team.
Coach, thank you for your time tonight. We appreciate it. And again, congratulations on the national title.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We will now hold one of the most outstanding players for tonight's winning quarterback.
Okay, can one of y'all pull this for me so it can be tighter? Tighter? Yeah. Thank you.
Switching them up.
Oh man. Help you out. There you go. Teamwork make the dream work.
That's some inspirational words there from our most outstanding offensive player of the game, Devontae Smith. When you're ready, why don't you give us an opening statement, and then we'll take some questions.
Just blessed to be in this situation.
All right. Let's go ahead first to Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, just wondering what happened with the hand injury. How did it happen, and what was going on in the locker room when you guys were trying to get it fixed?
Just dislocated my finger. Just try to put it back in place.
Take our next question from Stephen Smith.
Devontae, congratulations to you on this, but watching your teammate Jalen Waddle battle and get back on there on that field tonight, talk about just his toughness and wanting to be out there with you guys.
It just shows the commitment and how much he loved his team. Him just wanting to be out there and just doing what he can, just giving us everything he got. And that was just the message. Just give us what you got and we'll take anything.
Take our next question from Dan Wolken. Okay, we're having some technical difficulties.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, Devontae, from a year ago to now, what's the biggest difference in Mac Jones that enabled him to have a performance like this on this stage?
Just his commitment, his dedication to everything. Him just getting in the film room, getting prepared for moments like this. I don't think nobody prepared as hard as him on his team, just with everything that he's done.
Take our next question from Pat Forty.
Yes, Devontae, I'm wondering now the game's over, what your reaction was to Sean Wade saying he wanted to cover you and how you think that matchup went.
Well, I mean, I just practiced hard all week, just worked and just came to do my job, man. It just worked out well for me and the team.
Andrea Adelson.
Devontae, do you feel like you guys had the best offense?
Sorry, Andrea, we've still got some audio problems. Let's move to Laine Higgins.
There we go. Sorry, I was not muted, or I was muted before. But anyway, Devonta, I wanted to ask you about you and your classmates and kind of how you approached going into this season, because obviously after the Orange Bowl last year, or after the Citrus Bowl, sorry, it maybe like wasn't quite the end of the season that you wanted, and to come back and commit to this season, not knowing that it was going to be as crazy as it was during a pandemic, kind of, what was that like, and what were the conversations like between you and your teammates when you decided to kind of go all in on this season?
Well, we had a mission. Everybody wanted to end things the right way, and we just all came to work every day and just put in the work, and we got the result that we wanted.
We'll go next to Bill Bender.
Yeah, Devontae, I think Andrew was trying to ask this, but I mean, to have over 600 yards and you, Jalen, Landon injured, he plays at the end and even doubling it. What do you think that says about this offense, having that many injured guys play through it and put on the performance that you did?
Just the love for the team, just everybody want to do what they can, and just having the young guys there, just ready if anything happens, just their dedication and just the love that this team has for each other.
We'll go next to John Zenor.
Yeah, Devontae, it was your last game with everybody's last game with Sarkisian. What kind of job did he do? Because every defense is trying to focus in on you every game, and yet you're still getting open, still getting mismatches. What kind of job did he do, kind of helping that happen?
He just called the game the way he's been calling it all year, just putting us in the right position to make plays and just trusting in us, and that just comes with us coming to practice every day, getting in the film room and just doing the things that we need to do.
Take our next question from Joseph Goodman.
Congratulations, Devontae. I was wondering if you had to convince anybody to come back this year, just with the pandemic and everything. And then also, why was this the ultimate team? Nick Saban called this the ultimate team.
No, I didn't pressure anybody to come back and just let everybody make their own decisions, because you don't know what they're going through or what their family situations are like. So I just kind of let everybody just do what they wanted to do. And the guys that did come back, I'm glad that they came back. The guys that left, I'm proud of them, and I'm happy they made the decision that was best for them. And just this team, just with everything that this team's been through with the pandemic, and just everybody just staying as one, becoming closer as a family.
We're going to go next to AP Steadham.
Congratulations, Devontae, on winning the national championship. And what do you feel is your legacy? You won all the awards this year. You won a championship as a freshman with the winning touchdown. You won a championship this year, and you came back for your senior season. You set all the records at Alabama receiving wise. And what do you think your legacy would be?
I wouldn't be able to do none of this without my teammates or without God. Just coming here, I just put in the work every day, no matter what the situation was, just believing in my coaches and them putting me in the right situations just to make plays.
Go next to Stephen Smith.
Devontae, I asked a DJ Dale this earlier in the week, but what makes Christian Barmore special? What's that switch that he flips off? Because he plays with such an edge to him.
He just got a high motor, a guy that's just gonna give it 100% every time. He puts the work in, and he just loves the game. He just loves being out there. He's just an unbelievable player.
Thank you very much for being with us. We appreciate it. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Now hold for Alabama quarterback Mac Jones. All right, Mac, thank you for being with us. When you're ready, why don't you give us an opening statement and then we'll take some questions.
Yeah, I'm just really proud of this team, from everybody top down, the coaches, players, obviously, and the fans, for sticking with us all year. We set this as a goal to potentially be the greatest team to ever play. And I think we made a valid statement in winning the national championship tonight. And who would have thought we would have won every game, all SEC schedule with everything going on. And then to finish off the last couple of games the way we did, I'm just so proud of my teammates and the coaches and everyone that supported us.
Thank you. Let's start with John Zenor.
Yeah, Mac, the guy calling a lot of those plays, Sarkisian, what kind of job has he done to put all of you in position to make plays?
Yeah, Coach Sark, all year long, he's called great plays. We really just think alike. I know exactly what he's looking for, and we had that communication that every quarterback and offensive coordinator wants. And he put our best players in position to make plays, and my job was always to get them the ball. But beyond football, Coach Sark means so much to me. He made me such a better player in person, and I love Coach Sark. And for him to deal with all the stuff he was dealing with the Texas stuff, and just locked in and gave us the best chance to win. So that just shows the type of person he is. And I know he's going to do great things in the future. And we just all love Coach Sark.
Take our next question from Aaron Suttles.
Mac, you played for a legendary coach in high school. You obviously played for Nick Saban. He's legendary. He now has 7 national championships. Is he the GOAT? Is he the greatest college football coach of all time?
Come on, man. Of course he is. How could he not be? He does it the right way. He recruits well, but more importantly, develops great players and young men. And I'm just so blessed that he gave me a chance to come here along with all my teammates. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And he's the greatest to ever do it, and he'll be the greatest for a long time.
Take our next question from Bill Bender.
Mac, you made a statement about what you thought this team did. Would you say you guys, one, made a case to be the greatest college football offense ever, given all the awards, accolades, points, and what you did tonight? And two, was there an extra sense of motivation knowing, I know it's Ohio State, but just the history with these two programs, was there some extra motivation around the building over the last week or so?
Yeah, in the first question, I think we're the best team to ever play. There's no team that will ever play SEC schedule like that again. But at the same time, we're just so happy to have won this game and kind of put the icing on the cake. There was not a lot of pressure. We just wanted to go out there and play the game that we've been playing since we were all 5 years old. So we did that really well. And I think you just have to give credit where credit's due with everybody. So yeah.
We'll go next to Kirk McNair.
Hello.
Kirk?
Kirk is MIA.
Kirk, I think we're having some audio problems. Let's transition to Charlie Potter.
Hey, Mac. Just what does it say about Jalen Waddle and Landon Dickerson that they were even able to play in this game? And how special of a moment was that at the end of the game to see Landon go in there and take that snap?
It was awesome, man. Waddle, to go through what he's gone through, rehabbed his butt off, fought to just get in there and help the team. And, Smitty kind of went down and he was in there. It wasn't like 1 or 2 plays, he was in for the drives. So I was super happy for him, man. It just shows what type of person he is, to put his literally career and body on the line to help us out and help us win a game. That means so much to everybody. So I'm so proud of Waddle. And then with Landon, the guy, I don't know if I can disclose his full injury, but the guy literally, most people can't even walk after, the time period where he's at. And he's worked his butt off too in the last couple of weeks to get back on the field. And he kind of joked with me. He's like, I'm playing. He texts me every morning, 7 in the morning. He's like, I'm playing, Mac, I'm playing. So just to see him go in there and do that. And then after the game, just being with him and, us getting a little emotional means a lot because Landon's been through a lot, transferred schools and took a risk to come to Alabama. And a lot of people said that Landon was going to be done with the injuries that he had. But he just keeps fighting, and I love Landon Dickerson.
Take our next question from Tony Salakis.
Yeah, Mac, 464 yards, 5 touchdowns is a hell of a way to go out on. Have you thought about this maybe being your last Alabama game? And if so, just what has your career been like? Can you kind of reflect back on that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of distractions and stuff, but my family's kind of handled all that, and I'm just really happy to have won this game and for all of us to focus, even with coaches leaving and things like that. So we just locked in and gave everything we could to win this game, and obviously there's decisions to be made, but I'm going to make the best decision for me and my family, and I put myself in. I'm blessed to put myself in a position to do either one, come back or hopefully go to the NFL. So we'll discuss that this week and see what my plan is, but. In terms of legacy, I mean, I just think it's cool. Like just the class that we had coming in and the 4 teams that I played on throughout my career here. I'm so blessed to be on each team and 2 national championships, one kind of watching from the sideline and one getting a chance to play. It just goes to show that anything is possible. And if you put your mind to something and believe in your teammates and coaches, then you can get things done.
Next question from Michael Casagrande.
First off, are you okay? I saw you hobbling around out there a little bit in the fourth quarter. Did you take a shot?
Yeah, I had a really bad bone bruise, which I don't know. They thought maybe something worse had happened, but we did the x-rays and stuff and everything's good. So I'll probably be really sore, black and blue, but just happy to be able to finish out the game. And I mean, a lot of guys out there were kind of limping around, and that just shows that we wanted to finish strong for Alabama.
Congratulations, Mac, on the national title, and we appreciate you being with us.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Hold just a minute to get our most outstanding defensive player of the game.
We're just waiting on Marmor. He's talking. Okay, no problem. We're all set for him. So. Okay. Everything going fine? Do what? See that? Yes. No, the trophy. Oh, it is. Thank you. Just sit right there. Get all of it.
Leave the hat off. Water there if you want. Yeah, I take your hat off if you don't mind.
All right, we're joined by the most outstanding defensive player of the game, Christian Barmore. Christian, when you're ready, if you'll give us an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Okay.
What now?
So.
Just say, guys, let's just go straight to questions.
All right, we'll go right to questions. We're going to start with Aaron Suttles. Aaron Suttles.
Christian, Nick's talked about sort of this team's place in history, all the adversity, all the hurdles you guys had to overcome. Was there a sense of this team playing for its spot in history coming into the night?
Well, they're a real good defense, real good defensive team. Najee played a really good game, and Mac did a really good job. But we all played really well today, and I think it doesn't really matter about the hurdles, but he played how he wanted to play, and I'm glad he did that. But the defense was really good for Ohio State. They was a really good team.
Let's take our next question from Joseph Goodman.
Oh, Joe. Okay.
Great.
All right, there we
Hey,
go.
I'm right here. I'm right here. Yeah, thanks. Christian, what did you love about this team?
My team. Well, we all brothers. We all fight together. We practice hard together. Like we just do everything together, and it's just like nobody have a strong relationship like we have for a whole team. Like we just compete every day, become the best player we can be, and we strive to be the best. And that's what just happened. I mean, we won because we all really good brothers, and we worked hard together.
Go to AP Steadham.
Hey, hey, Christian, congratulations on winning the 2020 national championship. Christian, you've always had a high motor, but this game you were particularly on point. You know, what was the motivation for you to really get after that quarterback?
Well, it was really with my D line and my whole team really because we worked hard. And this game right here was this last game of all. This is like the last game and all right here. So me and my brothers, we was all fighting, and we know we can. We told each other like we gonna be the best that we can be. Then like it just, I really did this for my coaches and my D line and my whole team.
Take our next question from Joseph Goodman.
I already asked my question. I'll pass to someone else.
Okay, perfect. Let's transition to Michael Casagrande.
Hey, Christian, Max said that he thinks this is the best college football team that ever played. Do you agree? And if so, what's your argument for this being the best team?
Well, to me, I agree with him. Yes, we really is the best team because we worked hard. We didn't hear the outside noise. We ignored the COVID stuff, and we just worked hard together. Like we really like just grinded out with this camp, scrimmages, and everything. Even the first game, we were just grinding. So, yeah, I believe we is the best team. Yes, sir.
Stephen Smith is next. Stephen?
Christian, you worked your butt off all off season. How much of this do you contribute to Coach Gore back home?
That's my really my father. Like he's just like a father to me, and he just every day he always telling me like let's keep work on stuff like playing and run better and doing this stuff better. And I literally just like he just motivated me every day to work hard because I worked out the whole time when COVID even came. So like that guy right there is like my father to me. Like he's just my mentor.
Thank you very much, Christian. We appreciate you being with us. And again, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That concludes tonight's press conferences at the University of Alabama.
We'll get you that. They're going to give Jeff that trophy, okay?